Hi, my name is Laurent Barber.
And I'm Gina Welkhouse, and we are the faces behind Black Digital Media TV.
Yes, welcome. so, um, so definitely just want to talk about the origination and why Black Digital Media came about. My background is in computers. I've been in the business now for about 20 years. I've worked on many different levels. I've worked with corporate businesses, workforce development, colleges, universities, school districts, other community-based development organizations as well too. And so from that, we started a new technology initiative. And then we also wanted to create Black Digital Media TV. Black Digital Media TV, really the whole purpose of it is really to promote Black businesses, talk about technology, current issues that's going on in the community, and what's really the benefit of what things we can talk about that's going to benefit the Black community. Not limited to, but that's definitely what our major focus is. Yes. hmm Gina?
And I'm Gina Welkhouse, and I was actually kind of surprised when Laurent approached me about this because he had no idea. I mean, we've been friends for how long? Like
Oh,
uh, over,
over 15, 20 years, right?
it's been 20 something years because my oldest child
Yeah.
is 26. So it's been
hmm
a while. And he had no idea that this was actually kind of a dream of mine was to do a platform like this. So,
hmm
but a little bit about me and my background. I'm an artist, but I'm a little bit more than just an artist. And we'll go into a little bit more detail as to how everything I do sort of came about to who I am today. So art has always been a part of my life, but I've received like numerous diagnoses throughout the years. And as a result of that part of my journey, I became a master herbalist, an aromatherapy consultant, an art therapy life coach. Based on, a lot of you who might know me don't. You may or may not know that I was a teacher, an art and sculpture teacher at a private school. So I did that. That was like my first career, and this is like my second career path here. So I've gotten a lot of um, different certifications based primarily because of a diagnosis that I received at least 9 years ago. And so we're going to go into a little bit more detail as far as that. What you're looking at are two friends who become, um, for lack of a better word, what we're kind of partners in this,
Yes.
this adventure of ours.
Partners as well.
So
Yeah. hmm
adventure is going to be a really good one to look back on, right?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be, this is going to be like a platform where we showcase different businesses, even though the name is Black Digital Media TV, but we're not necessarily going to focus on just Black businesses, even though that might actually be like the core of businesses that are brought on here, but it's not necessarily going to be just the focus. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a sort of how we, two friends came together on this little idea. The This is Laurent's idea, but it's going to be. He said this is going to be my baby. So you're going to hear from at least some thoughts that I have as far as where this is going to be going. We're going to have people like spiritual coaches, life coaches, self-care experts, hmm, sex experts. Yeah, that would be an interesting one. Um, so it's going to be, this is going to be a platform where we bring on businesses and we get all up in your business, if you know what I mean. All right, so
Right in there, huh?
this is a this is kind of a quick introduction as to the
Yeah.
faces behind what Black Digital Media is, it's going to be all about. Now, I could talk, so LaRon, just like cut me off anytime, okay? I'm
Yeah.
gonna turn it back over to you. Go ahead.
Okay, well,
What do you think?
let me just kind of give you a little bit more detail about myself. Like I said, I've been in the computer industry for well over 20 years. I've worked with so many different organizations, businesses, colleges, universities, school districts, economic development, workforce development board, you name it. We've had either contracts with them or grants working with them on many different levels nationally. And also from that particular situation, what I did is I started a new technology initiative. It's called USA AI Robotics. The whole purpose of USA AI Robotics is to get more Black individuals into the IT industry, youth, adults as well. Being in the technology industry as it relates to now, things have kind of evolved more. So we're definitely more into robotics, artificial intelligence, automation, and software. So I've had a chance to build some great relationships with some advanced technology companies, and they like what we're doing. And so what we want to do also is to create an opportunity where we can showcase Black businesses, but at the same time, introduce to them and to their businesses what's new in technology. How can they incorporate new technology into their businesses? And we're going to bring on business owners. As a matter of fact, I've already talked with some of the business owners already. They're excited about coming on. These are some national companies, they're international companies, and just kind of say, what the technology industry looks like, where it's headed, and why it's important to be diverse. And that's what we want to do, is we want to bring diversity to the industry. And that's where I come in at with my background. I'm not only a computer hardware person as a network administrator, but I'm a software engineer as well too. And so I've had a chance to work with big companies, even had a chance to work with Verizon in their 5G network, and also work with some defense companies as well too, some job offers, things like that as well too. So that's what we're all about. We're going to talk business, we're going to take tech, and we're just going to talk about things that affects the Black community as well too. So thank you for being here with us. Gina?
Now with obviously my side is not anything tech related. I am he's going to be talking about all of the tech stuff. Whatever businesses that are tech related, that will be his forte. I'm going to be bringing on people from, based on my background. So we may have people like art therapists that are going to be coming on. We'll have herbalists, we'll have aromatherapy consultants, we'll have spiritual teachers, those type of things. Because if let me give you a little bit of my background, what kind of brought me to where I am right now. If you know me a little bit, you know about a diagnosis I received of lupus at least 9 years ago. I did a live stream earlier and I couldn't even remember exactly when I received the diagnosis, and I basically said it's because I don't like to live in that place. So that particular day, I don't remember the exact day, but that kind of got me on a journey to studying herbs, to studying essential oils, to studying food. I actually just recently became a certified vegan nutritionist. And I wasn't always vegan. Actually, about 15, 16 years ago, I became vegetarian, and it was primarily because my church was doing a fast. So at the beginning of every single year, they do a fast. 1 week is like a Daniel fast, which is fruits and vegetables. 1 week it's fasting, whether you're fasting social media, technology, whatever the case is. The first week is usually just water. So for 3 weeks, there are 3 different fasts that we do. And I found that after that 3 weeks of not eating any meat at all, I felt so good. And that 3-week fast continued for about 12 years of me being a vegetarian. Now, I didn't give up cheese, because cheese is my weakness. I absolutely love cheese. And up until, I think, 3 years ago, I was vegetarian. So I was still eating cheese. But last year, About 2 years ago, I made the decision I was going to give up cheese. Yes, I did. I actually gave up cheese. It was hard. Don't get me wrong. It was hard. I haven't eaten pizza. I haven't.
Oh, look like Gina froze up on us right there. She was just talking about eating cheese and no pizza. So let's just give her a chance to come back. Hopefully she'll come back. But while we're waiting on her to come back, like I said,
Eaten.
okay. Yeah, looked like she having some technical difficulties. Okay.
I think we're back. I think we're
Yes,
good.
you're back. Go ahead, Gina. Mm-hmm.
19, I decided I was going to go vegan. I
Yeah, Gina, it's frozen. It's frozen up all together now.
technically I'd done vegan before, but this was like a decision.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
I keep
You can probably
going.
start back from where you was talking about the cheese because everything froze up from there. Yeah.
All right. So cheese, like I said, is my weakness. And in 2020, I had no animal products whatsoever because I felt that that was what I was being told to do, was to just go completely vegan. And we all know what happened in 2020. We won't go into any of all that detail, but I did. So I am now, I've been a vegan for a while, and it has been a challenge, I'll tell you that much. But it's because of all of that, I decided, okay, well, if I'm going to be vegan, I might as well, study all of this stuff and get a certification in it, which is what I did for all of the other stuff. I got a certification in art therapy, got a certification as a master herbalist, as an aromatherapy consultant, becoming a professional counselor, and a few other things. And all of this was because of one diagnosis I received, I don't know how many years ago. So my journey has been definitely not what I had planned for my life. I don't think anybody ever really plans for a chronic illness diagnosis, but it has certainly taken me down a path that has been very, very eye-opening, very interesting. Because I realized that there is such a need in the chronic illness community for these types of services. Because most people go to, whenever you receive a diagnosis like this, the doctor says, well, okay, here's your diagnosis. Here's a couple pills. You're going to have to take them for the rest of your life. Bye-bye. I will see you in 30 days for your next dose. And that's pretty much it. Unless you are open, unless you have a doctor who is open to, nutrition as part of your treatment protocol, or working with herbs, or any of those modalities, you're pretty much going to be on your own in researching those type of things. And that was where I was. My doctor basically said, when I suggested that I take turmeric for, to bring my cholesterol levels down because they were pretty high, he said, no, 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 no. I just give you some, some cholesterol medication. And I said, no. So I said, give me 30 days. If I come back and my levels have not changed, then I will certainly take your pharmaceutical meds. I went back 3 weeks later for my follow-up, and my numbers had dropped by 101 points simply by taking turmeric. I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but it worked for me. And after seeing that, then my doctor was like, oh, I don't know what you did. I don't want to know, but whatever it is, you just keep on doing it. And ever since then, I started, researching and researching and researching. And I found all of these different things that were working for me. So one certification led to another certification and to another. And during that time, I created my Facebook lupus page, which a lot of you know about, called Beating Lupus the Natural Way. And the reason I did that was because I found that there were so many people out there wanting to get on this natural healing journey to heal their bodies from autoimmunity, but they didn't know how to do it. And I was searching for support groups that I could join because I was still fairly a newbie as far as lupus was concerned. And I couldn't find any groups that had, members in there that were doing it the natural way. So I created my own. And I found out that there was a lot of people who were looking for that very thing. So then my lupus page was created. And the rest, as they say, is history. It's been growing consistently over the years, and it's kind of changed somewhat. I don't talk a lot about, the diagnosis much anymore. I talk about it more as far as a direction of healing and the possibility for healing, because most doctors don't necessarily tell you that you can heal your body from autoimmunity, because there really is there's no money in you being healed, right? It's they fork over all of these pharmaceutical meds, and that's where the money is. It's not in you healing your body. So that is where my journey has taken me to, and that is what I do today, is to teach people who have been diagnosed either with lupus, there's like a few hundred autoimmune conditions that you can receive a diagnosis for, and it's really sad that there's that many, and a lot of it can be fixed simply by the stuff that you put into your mouth and on your body. Because as far as for women don't really realize that the makeup that you put on your face every day has well over 200 different chemicals. Wow. That you're literally putting on your eye, your eyeshadow and your cheeks, and your lotions has a few other, maybe 20, 30 different chemicals in it. So by the time you're done, you've put on between 200 and 250 different chemicals all over your body that are not good for you. And I was reading something recently, and it said that a newborn baby, that's when they had the cord, the blood from the cord tested, it's shown between 200 to 250 chemicals that a baby has already been born with in their body.
Wow.
That they've gotten from the mom. So the baby, a newborn baby, is already starting off in not a good way.
Wow.
Because of all of these different chemicals.
Wow.
So this is the kind of stuff that I try to teach people, is like getting rid of, cleaning up your environment, cleaning up your makeup bag, cleaning up your food. All of this can really, take you on your path to health.
Yeah. Well, Gina, you when I had some friends, it was dealing with some COVID issues, and Gina, she made some recommendations naturally, right, Gina?
What was the one? The main one I talk about. I talk about that all the time. Yeah. Is elderberry.
Elderberry, yes, elderberry. And they felt better. What, in 2 days? They followed your recommendation.
About 2 days, you could start to feel the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's definitely good as an herbalist. Like she said, she's a master herbalist. And so when I thought of this platform, I just needed someone that was really good at their craft, and that I felt that could really just give good information. And that was Gina. And so when I reached out to her, she's like, okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but from my end, like I said, my background is in computers. I don't know, Gina, do you think I'm a nerd or what? Am I a nerdy guy or what?
You really want me to answer that online?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
You are the biggest nerd there is. Seriously. Really? I was kind of surprised that you asked me, the big artsy person, to come on with the biggest techie imaginable to come into this show. Yeah. But I said, okay, it could be fun.
Yeah.
So,
well, yes. It's kind of interesting. I don't see myself as a nerd, you know what I mean? But one thing about me, I just love technology. When you talk about robotics, you talk about software development, engineers. When you talk that kind of stuff, you got my full undivided attention. I'm always online looking at what the new technologies are, looking what's out there, what's trending, from cloud computing, to, like I said, to robotics, to automation, software engineering, things of that sort. But these are just the things that I love to do. And how I started in this is because when I was younger, I used to just love to just do things I think the first thing I did was I had a radio. Back then we call them a jukebox. Well, the first thing I did was I bought a new one, but I took it apart. Why? I just wanted to know what it looks like inside. And so from there, I just sound like, this is something that I really want to do. So there, I just started learning. I went to tech school, took up computers, took computers apart, learned those, got into understanding what machine learning is all about. And it just grew from there. And I was able to work for one of the black companies, black guy. He was from Chicago. He opened up a store. As a matter of fact, he opened up 2 stores. He let me run one of them. And from there, he just taught me so much about computers. And from there, then I moved to California. I got a job there with a computer company there. And then I moved back. And I moved back here, moved to Dallas, moved back to Florida. Then I worked with another computer company. And from there, it just kept going. And then at some point, I just said, you know what? I really don't see a lot of people look like me in the industry. So that's why I created Liaison Technology Corporation, which was a for-profit company. Then I started the nonprofit organization, which is Liaison Technology Institute. And that way I could, just build relationships with different companies, different organizations, workforce development board, and do job training. And one of my first biggest contracts was with Lockheed Martin. And we were doing job training in Pinellas County. I got a building from the city of Clearwater. That's where my organization started, in Clearwater. And I worked with the city. I worked with the county. The city gave me a building of 3,000. It was like 3,000 square feet. That building sat dormant for like about 5 years. No one, it just sat there. They was just putting boxes in that building. So I was doing computer training, and I would partner with different groups, different churches and things like that. And so some of the members says, hey, have you thought about that building? And I says, no. And then I says, if I go after that building, I'm gonna have to do a petition to the community. So what I did was I put a petition out to all the businesses in the area. And probably in about a month, we had almost 500 signatures. And what I wanted to do is just create economic opportunities and job training and just teaching people how to, work on computers, build computers. So we presented the application to City Council. I have all of this on video. The whole, presentation that I did before City Council, and I talked to the mayor, and unanimously they all agreed. They gave us the building for 5 years for $1. And then Home Depot actually came out and renovated the whole building, painted it and everything, and then we had a whole grand opening. And that was one of the first things that I started. And that's how I really began my organization. So in Florida, I worked with some organizations in about 3 other different counties: Pasco County, Pinellas County. I've worked with Florida A&M. I've worked with St. Petersburg Junior College. I've worked with University of South Florida. And, we did some grants and things with them as well, too. So that's what LTI is all about. And so we created this platform to help us be able to talk about business and talk about some of the corporate businesses that we're going to be working with as well, too. So definitely tune in. The businesses, we've talked to certain CEOs. They'll be on talking about the business and why they feel that it's good to work with what we're doing here through Black Digital Media TV, bringing on tech businesses, and then talking about a lot of different things that should be of interest to the community as well, too.
Now, like Ron mentioned, we've already spoken to a few different businesses that we're going to be bringing on. But if you're interested, if you do have a business and you're interested in coming onto the show, feel free to reach out to us. You can send us an email or go onto the website. You can see the website streaming along the bottom, and just send us an email or a direct message, and we'll go from there. So if you're, I don't know, I'm not able to see the comments here, but you
Yeah, I
can
don't see
certainly
it.
just post a comment either on YouTube or on Facebook, and this is streaming to my personal profile, so you can certainly just direct message me there, and I can always get the information over to LaRon as well, and we will take everything under into consideration. We want business owners to come onto the show. This is a place for you to come and market yourself. It doesn't matter whether you are a musician. If you're a musician and you have your latest album that's coming out and you want to come on and share with us your latest song, by all means, just send us a direct message and we'll get you in, plan the schedule, because right now we have a few people planned. So and it's just really good to have things put onto paper so we know where people are going to be. So if you're an artist, and you want to market some of your work, send us a message. If you're a self-care expert, if you're a finance expert, if you are any kind of business, we're not saying, okay, if you own this kind of business you can't come on. Now, yes, there are obvious businesses that we're not going to have on. You have to be legal. There's some things I really shouldn't have to say right. But
Yeah.
yes, if you are interested in having your business showcased on here, please feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we will get you onto the schedule.
Yes. So definitely looking forward to the future. We're excited about it. We just want to be another digital platform that helps get the word out to the community and create business opportunities. If you're looking to get into IT and you're looking to, learn more about programming, software, and things of that sort, touch base with me and we'll get you squared away. We got a lot of good things coming up on the corporate side, but okay, if I'm the geek, then I'll be the geek. That's fine too. But look forward to talking to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Like I said, this was just an introduction of the faces behind Black Digital Media TV, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode where we'll actually have a guest on. We kind of keep that secret for now, but you will enjoy every business owner that comes on here. It will be different every single week.
Mm-hmm.
They will not necessarily express the views of Black Digital Media Television, but you will. We're not here to entertain you. We're here to educate you and to help you market your business. But you will be entertained by some of the business owners that come on.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, and one of the ways that you can get in touch with us right now, you can just go ahead and email us if you're interested, or we definitely look forward to it. Just go ahead and use the email, which is, I'm going to use the generic email for right now, which is going to be Black Digital Media TV at gmail.com. But you can just email us there at this point in time, but we'll have in the comments and the links how you can email us and get in touch with us in various ways as well too. Okay.
Good.
All right. Thank you.